now that I finally have time to sit down and breathe, I wanted to give you my honest thoughts and or reaction on Global Dokkan's recent producer's letter where they mention how they wanted to drop a brand new content in mid-December, which, by the way, looks like it's going to be global exclusive for now. Brand new content, by the way, means no Ultimate Clash, no Super Battle Road, no, the harder version of it, the Extreme Super Battle Road, no Infinite Dragon Ball History, no Explosive Chain Battle, no version of Petom Battle or Red Zone or whatever the case is, no Legendary Event, no Collection of Epic Battles, which this event is dead, by the way, but regardless, it's none of this stuff. Apparently, we're dealing with a brand new style of content here, and I'm actually very excited, but I also kind of feel like I know what this may be, but again, I do not want to give you false expectations. I'm just pulling up recent things that they've been mentioning, at least somewhat recent, based off of a lot of the feedback that we've given Dokkan recently. But, for a really quick subscriber challenge before we move on with today's video, if you're currently eating something, if you're currently chewing on anything right now, you got caught lacking, you got to subscribe to the channel. It is what it is. I don't really mean to interrupt, your eating time, but it's one of those days where you got caught lacking. I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. Anyways, if you're not, you can skip today's subscriber challenge. Let's move on with today's video. When was this actually? 7 months ago, okay? 7 months ago, while I was streaming, they dropped another producer's letter where they gave us a lot of, where it was one of those things where we gave our feedback and then they published the results of that feedback for everyone to see. And specifically here, this is your expectations for the friend function, and it seems like 43% of people mentioned I would like to, what is this, team up with friends? Yeah, I would like to team up with friends. It says it right there. And they mention here, it says Dokkan Battle is a single player game that can be enjoyed at one's preferred pace. However, by looking at your replies to the survey, we are aware that many of you are also playing while sharing information with friends and other players. Therefore, we're considering implementing features that will allow you to cooperate with friends and invite friends to complete missions together. That sounds like co-op. All right, now I guess you can say that maybe the scout missions is something like that, but I don't. The scout missions is less completing things together, more so invite players to the game. This is what they just mentioned here does not define the scout system. That's just something that you can invite players to play the game, and you both get rewards by actually completing the game, but you're not completing things together like how you would in traditional co-op, where let's say you're defeating a boss together, whatever the case may be. So to me, this screams co-op, and this was 7 months ago, so it takes a while for them to develop things like this. They also mentioned a little bit earlier in this survey, it said, let me just go back and read it for you really quickly. Did I pull this up a little bit? Please tell me I zoomed in. I'm not that. Okay, so it says, yeah. More than half of you replied, I would like more of these types of events, blah, blah, blah. Hold on, let me see. Okay, we are developing new content for Dokkan veterans. It'll take some more time before it's ready to be implemented, so stay tuned for further announcements. And then they say, on the other hand, some of you said they're too difficult or make them a bit easier. Together with the new content, we are also preparing improvements and adjustments to existing content that will make these events easier to play. So they already mentioned here that they have something planned, a new type of content planned. They mention it right here. So this announcement is not new to me at all. This is something that we were low-key expecting. Maybe not global exclusive, but definitely not, complete new news out of just nowhere. So when you mix in this with the fact that they're talking about, giving us content that we can share and play together and complete missions together. Again, I do not want to give you the false hope that it's going to be I'm not telling you it's going to be co-op. I'm just trying to piece things together. I do not think I'm Sherlock Holmes. I don't think I'm some detective. I'm just using information that we had previously and applying it to this certain circumstance here. So let me know what you think. If it's not co-op, then I just really don't know. If you think about it, it's really hard to predict what Dokkan's going to do for a completely new type of content. But again, even if this new style of content is not that great or really annoying or whatever it is, I will always take Dokkan trying something new, especially almost 8 years into the game. You just have to appreciate it, and of course they can improve it as time goes on. Now, if you were to ask me personally, okay, I would rather Dokkan hold off on implementing new things to the game and just perfect what we have right now. So, for example, World Tournament, right? I think the more stuff you add to a game, the more convoluted things get, especially when the things you already have in the game aren't as good as they possibly could be. So for example, like, I think some things need to be revamped in the game. This event, honestly, I was really looking forward to the collection of epic battles. I really thought this was going to be pretty cool, but maybe this was Red Zone before Red Zone, you know? I don't really know what they were planning to do with this, but again, like a revamped version of this I think would be pretty cool. I also really liked how they had this is where you were first able to get like really powerful support memory. So I love the idea of a new type of content that gave us an exclusive support, but they did away with that already. So I don't know. It's gonna be very interesting to see what they do here. Maybe we can earn some free-to-play characters. Maybe we can do some free-to-play LRs. I don't really know how it's gonna work. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see. And hopefully, this is going to breathe new life to a game that doesn't seem to be dying anytime soon. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, and peace.